I'm going to ask you that, and I wrote it down because I'm old and I forget. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a theory at the end, but I'm not gonna give that theory yet. Now you worked, and we're talking about over and everything. You worked with Mike Awesome. Now, what
Yes.
people don't know about Mike Awesome is Mike Awesome was over. He is the longest reigning FMW heavyweight champion ever. He had the FMW tag titles. He was the man over there. He was the gladiator, brass knuckle titles, and everything. Came over to ECW on fire, went back to FMW, came back to ECW, won the title. Guy was a fucking 300-pound luchador. He was a fucking powerhouse that could fly. WCW wanted, which to me was, I understand why you want a guy with that talent, but they kind of wanted him. Well, let's get a surprise. He's the ECW champ. He'll run in. Nobody knew who the fuck he was when he ran in. That was bad. But then after the whole shenanigan where they had Paul Heyman had, my opinion, was a fucking nail in the coffin. We'll have a WWF guy, Taz, beat a WCW guy, Awesome. In the ECW ring, stupid. 30-second match, Awesome got up. But Awesome, when he was in WCW, he never got over. He was the fat chick thriller. That's a gimmick he stole from me. He was the 70s guy. He never got over. And this is what I'm trying to think. What a lot of people don't know. I want your opinion on this because you know how good a worker he was. Vince Russo was the booker when they brought in Mike Awesome. Now, Mike Awesome, what a lot of people don't know, that's Horace Hogan's cousin. That makes Mike Awesome related in one form or another to Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan. Vince Russo had heat with Hulk Hogan. Do you think it was one of them cases, my opinion with Awesome, because he was so talented, he never got over? Do you think it was, yeah, you know, I got heat with this Hogan guy. Mike Awesome's could be related to him. Fuck him too. Do you think that could have, because how do you not push a guy of that size that could move like he did?
Listen, I saw the guys that worked for Vince jaws hit the ground, okay? When him and Tanaka blew the fucking roof off the building. You're telling me, let me tell you something. If they pushed him in WCW, he would have been the champ. It would have been him and fucking Goldberg going back and forth. Why wouldn't you build that up? You know what I'm saying? He's the fucking gladiator, man. You know what I'm saying? Horrible booking. So either they did it on purpose, which they must have done it on purpose. It doesn't make any sense to me otherwise. I mean, other than that, you know, it's stupid. You know what I mean? It was stupid booking. He could hold the belt anywhere with no problem whatsoever. He was a good dude. I remember the last time I was with him was the one night stand. We were at the same hotel. I was shooting shit with him. We actually had a couple drinks. I think it was me, Mikey, and him, and a couple other guys. And yeah, that was like the last time I talked to him. And he was amazing talent, man. Amazing talent. And I'm just like, this guy, I don't understand why Vince doesn't want him. It doesn't make any sense. He's big. He looks like a wrestler. And he could do shit like a fucking little kid does now. You know what I'm saying? A little guy does now. He could do as a big man. You know, he was 6'6", 6'7", jumping from the apron to the top rope springboard and doing that kind of shit before anybody else little was. You know what I'm saying? He was. I mean, you think about it.
What do you think of when they had that idea to bring Taz in to take the belt from him? What did you think? I thought it was stupid.
No. That was a whole fucking kibosh because fucking he left the company and took the heavyweight title with him and went to WCW. Everybody was losing their shit. I remember because I was in the locker room. And I don't know, did he come back to ECW and then won the belt off of Taz?
Well, he came back so he could drop the belt. And what made no sense is he said many times, put me in the ring with Tanaka, put me in the ring with Rhino, you know, all his friends. He's like, I'll give you a 30-minute match. I'll lose the belt. I don't have a problem. But when Taz came in, you know, Austin wasn't in the locker room. He came through the crowd. Taz came in. I'm sorry. You could promote Taz all you want. That match, that was an infant against a grown man. You know, a 2-minute match. Taz choked him out. And then I remember when it was, you know, Awesome got up. He was just like, and he left, you know, killed that dead. But why didn't they just bring him in, have a match? I mean, he was there. He said he would. I mean, I know you can't always take somebody on their word, but I mean, fuck, you didn't have that belt with them on TV. I mean, you got to go where the money is. You're in the job to get paid.
Because the whole deal was getting Taz over. Paul wanted to get Taz over. So the only way he can get him, look, he had Taz beat my partner with me in the corner on a pay-per-view in a 2-minute match. Okay. He called me every night before that pay-per-view weekend. You know what I mean? Every single night. You know, what are we doing? You know, I'm like, you know what we're doing more than I do. You're in New York. Paul's in New York. Oh, okay. You know, every night something else. You know, finally he's like, I don't know if it's going to be 20 minutes. I don't know if it's going to be 2 minutes. I said, listen, man, I'll be honest with you. I don't care. I said, I get paid the same. It don't matter to me. It's no difference to me. But he was all panicking. But I mean, I get it. You know, I mean, Mike Awesome honestly could have beat his ass on live television. You know, was that a pay-per-view they did that?
No, it was a fucking house show. I mean, they did.
Yeah.
That's what didn't make no sense.
Yeah, see, we worked Taz in a pay-per-view, and he was all nervous because he thought we were pissed off and shit. It doesn't work like that. You know, we had no heat. There was no problem. Not with him anyway. You know, it had nothing to do with him. So, but yeah, that Awesome thing, all it was to push Taz, give him a bigger push, you know. But they don't show you the old matches when Taz was the Tasmanian Devil.